And in this video, I am going to introduce you a new software that not only gives you this advantage, but it would give you an extra top-up advantage over AutoCAD. If you have been watching my videos, if you're a subscriber, you know that my videos are going towards giving you value on how to utilize the skills you can get from my videos as CAD modelers, SolidWorks users, or any 3D designer. One of the most efficient techniques I used as a designer for medical device, implants, heart valves, stents was to work with AutoCAD, which is a different CAD package than SolidWorks. We had to work on a lot of sketch-heavy projects. When your project is sketch-heavy, you have to draw a lot of lines and curves and arcs and this and that. Your computer tends to run a little bit slower. Why? Because when you draw half a circle in SolidWorks, for example, or any other parametric software, which are great for 3D, there are two endpoints. There is one midpoint and there is a center point. And when you have like 1,000 of this or more, there is so much to calculate and you need a very, very heavy duty PC to run it smoothly. So what I found out, if I go for a simpler CAD, which does not offer so many advantages that a parametric CAD package does, it will be much better. Now, this does not mean AutoCAD cannot do 3D or SolidWorks cannot do 2D. Both can do both, okay? But you have to pick your battles. You have to know when to use what. And in this video, I am going to introduce you a new software that not only gives you this advantage, but it would give you an extra top-up advantage over AutoCAD. This new software is zwcad. I'm gonna put the link on the top right corner and in the description below so you can use it for free for 30 days and make up your own mind. They have reached out to me. They asked me to review their software, which I did. So officially that makes them the sponsor of this video, but it's not about presenting their software or endorsing it all the way through, because every CAD package, zwcad, AutoCAD, SolidWorks, everything, they are big blue oceans. We're talking about so many tools and so many opportunities and so many possibilities, and I'm not gonna dig deep on any of those. Instead, I'm gonna put the spotlight on what matters for you the most. If you're my subscriber, I think you would appreciate this. We're gonna go to zwcad and I'm gonna show you the user interface, which is very similar to AutoCAD, but as I said, it has so many advantages. Let's just go there, show you how it looks. Because I don't script my videos, we'll play by the ear, okay? I'm just gonna talk out of heart, tell you what I have done in the past, show you an example of a stand that I have done, and then I'm gonna show you the 3D result of this stand, show you what it takes to create a complex geometry like stand. Now you are seeing my screen. This is the user interface of zwcad. As you can see, it is like AutoCAD. If you are acquainted with AutoCAD, you would pick this software up in hours, like 2 or 3 hours, bam, bam, bam. This is what I did. I have been working with AutoCAD for many years and it took me 2 hours or so until I refreshed my memory. Look at this. So many curves. This is a curve. Let me just select it. And this is a curve and this is a curve. And we have so many only on the green area. We have the white area, we have the purple area, and this is a small stand. It's not even complicated. You have to see a heart valve, how many curves and different patterns there are. Okay, why is this advantageous to a parametric software? Number one, because when you draw this in SolidWorks, as I said, for example, there are two endpoints, one midpoint, one center point. And if you do not turn off the automatic solution mode, you might move your entity by mistake because everything is floating and underdefined. You know that, right? When your sketch is underdefined, you are running the risk of misalignment, movements of any entity, because this, what you see here, is the result of hours of work. You cannot sit down and design one stand at one go. No, if you're really good at it and if you know what you're gonna do, maybe 2-3 days, but usually we're talking with the unit of weeks. So you have to save your work, go back, start tomorrow, and start tomorrow, start tomorrow. And if something goes wrong in that 1 week, you're screwed. Why? Because this is the laser pattern that we give to the laser machine to cut from a tube. And this laser machine has a diameter of about 10 to 20 microns. And if you don't know what 10 microns is, that's like 0.01 millimeter. Now, just put that into scale. If I show you this bit, which is about 5 millimeter, it is 500 times the 10 microns. And if you want to scale that to my dog, it would make him 250 meters high, like a 80-story building. See how much of a little bit of movement can cause you. So we don't want that. And we want smoothness like this. Look, zoom in, zoom out, and dragging. Nothing is running slow or laggy. Why? Because it's not parametric. Everything is fixed. I cannot just drag anything anywhere. I can, if I want to on purpose like this, I can move it and leave it there. But this cannot happen by mistake because I have to certainly double click twice on a certain point and then move it and click for the third time. So it prevents everything. That's one. Now, comparing this directly to AutoCAD, you would say, okay, what's the advantage of this over AutoCAD? I'm going to leave the good part to the end, so stay around, but I'm going to give you the smaller stuff first. First of all, I did not know AutoCAD to have mouse gestures. SolidWorks has it, but I'm not as good in AutoCAD as I am in SolidWorks. Maybe AutoCAD does this, but I didn't know it, and I don't think it does. We have smart mouse gestures here in zwcad. Look, if I want to activate a line, I can go here and click on this, or I can just hold right-click down on my mouse and draw this. And now I have activated line. Or just like that, I could draw a C and activate circle. And the good thing is if I go to the Tools tab, I could click on Settings and see all this and customize this. So you can customize your mouse gestures for speed. Look, when you're working with a sketch-heavy project like this, time is of essence. You're talking weeks. And if you want to take your time on every curve and do this and that, you can, but you're going to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be the guy that does bam, 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 does everything. You want to be the go-to guy. Remember my last video on this channel? If you haven't watched it, go watch it because I talk about leveraging your skill at work to hook yourself and go up. And this is that. Working fast and accurate is a very, very prominent way of hooking this and leveraging your skill to climb the ladder. So this is one advantage, this mouse gesture that it has. And the other one is the voice notes, which we did not have back then. I have worked with other 2D software. There was a German one. I don't want to name anything. And by the way, I named AutoCAD. I'm not bad-mouthing them. I'm just comparing them, okay? This is something I really appreciate, the voice notes, which we did not have. And I know I would have used it a lot in my department. I was the head and I would have told everyone to do it when we were collabing on one project because we had to go to each other's desk and say, hey, look, Jack, hey, Peter, I want to give you this and you have to do it like that and you have to do it like this. Instead, I could just add a voice note here, hold my left click on it, it starts recording. See on the screen, it's just counting the seconds and it's recording my voice right now. I could play it back to you. Look, listen. Click on it, it starts recording. See on the screen, it's just counting the seconds and it's recording my voice right now. Good. Now, voice note is another advantage that it has. So that's that. And I don't want to get into the tutorials of how to draw this curve, how to do tangent, radius, arcs. If you want me to do this, sure, why not? Leave a comment below. I will see if there is enough people asking for this. I will make another tutorial, but let's just take a poll on that. Good. Okay, let me just show you the result of this stand that I just quickly draw here in 2 hours or so. Because it doesn't have any accurate dimensions, it's just rough dimensions from the back of my head. If you actually want to create one for a specific purpose, it would take much longer. So that 2D sketch that you saw turns into this. And look how smoothly I can run it here because it's now a 3D component. But if I open this and open the sketch that I have used, which is 1/3 of what you saw in zwcad, it looks like this. And look, it took a couple of seconds, right? Like now I can zoom in. Look, 2 endpoints, 1 center point, 1 midpoint, and for every arc we have this. And mind you, I cannot just drag this. Look, it's underdefined for sure. It's blue, but can I drag this? No, because the automatic solve mode, sorry, not automatic solution mode I mentioned earlier in this video. Automatic solve mode is off, and that prevents me from moving anything by mistake. But again, it does not run as fast. If I want to select all of this to just see if I can duplicate this really quick. Okay. From this point to this point, it's rather good. Okay, look. 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. It does not mean SolidWorks is bad. It's like if you want to cut a chicken in half with a chainsaw. It doesn't mean chainsaw is weak or bad, but different purposes. Now let's just do the same here. If I want to select these and copy it, it would be as fast as this. Boom, there is no 4 seconds. Imagine if you want to do this, and you will have to do this on a sketch heavy projects, hours, like maybe once a minute or so. And if you want to lose 4 seconds once a minute, you will lose 240 seconds an hour, which is 4 minutes in every hour. You work every 8 hours, half an hour a day for a week, 3.5 hours of lag time a week, only on this. So simpler, better for projects like this. That's why I wanted to give you this value to learn and master master a 2D CAD like this. Let me just open some parentheses. This is not a 2D CAD, okay? It is capable of creating 3D, but that's not the point of this video. AutoCAD can also do 3D, but the spotlight is on the 2D part. That's why I actually told them when they reached out to me, I was really excited because it just reminded me that I did that for years and I got a lot of value from it, and I have never made a video about this for you. And this gave me a chance to do so. So this is it. Let me just demonstrate some of the capabilities of the software as well. Let me just delete these. We want to, let's just take this green part over here, duplicate it and add it to the end. Look, these struts over here, these are called struts, by the way. They have bridges. Look, they have bridges opening from white, goes to the green area. And on the right, every curve is closed. So we want to add that. So I'm going to place my mouse here, open a selection window, just like in every other CAD package. From left to right is blue, right to left is green. Duplicate and put it here. Good. Now I'm going to select everything and move it roughly because it's a quick video. Here. Now the right way would be to do it once, right? Then do the pattern, then do the duplication. But since I have done the duplication in the past, I'm creating the bridges for you this video. That's how fast you can work with a software like Look. Boom, 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 boom. If you want to do it this fast in a parametric CAD, you're going to need a much, much stronger PC. And believe me, my PC is a monster. Okay, now let's just cover that good point that I said I'm going to share with you at the end because it's very advantageous. And that's the price of the license compared to AutoCAD. If you want to purchase a license of AutoCAD, it would cost you about $2,000 per license per year. This one is a lifetime license. So you pay once and it will stay with you forever. But is it a little bit expensive? Is it the same price? It's 1/3 of the price of AutoCAD and it's forever. Imagine you're working in your company, in your department. I don't know how many of you are working in one department. So let's say there are 5 of you in your department. It's a very small company and 5 of you have 5 licenses of AutoCAD. That would mean $10,000 a year cost for your boss and company, right? And when I say for your boss, I assume most of you are getting access to your CAD packages because CAD packages are expensive through your company. But if it is your own company, even better. Listen up. So $10,000 of cost every year. So let's just say in 5-year time, it's a $50,000. And here you are paying 1/3 of that once. So you are saving about $40-something thousand in span of 5 years. Did they say 5 people? So 10,000 turns into 3,000. You save $7,000 a year. Now in your next evaluation interview with your supervisor, if you're going to ask for a raise, this can come handy. This can be your Joker card. You're asking for a pay raise and your boss says, yeah, but it's not a good time. We don't have money.
And why would I give you more money?
Well, because I just saved the company so many $1,000s a year and I'm asking for half of that. It's a win-win.
It's a very good negotiation card to have. So I hope you appreciate this last bit because if you watch my last video, it was about leveraging what you can do to create a win-win situation and ask for more money and improve and get promotions and go up. That's very useful. Don't take this for granted. And don't forget, I'm going to put the link for the 30 days of free trial in the description below this video and on the top right corner for zwcad. I know you will appreciate this. If you haven't worked with anything like AutoCAD or this, start with this. If you have worked with AutoCAD, you are gonna take this as a piece of cake. It will be so much faster. The advantages it has, like the notes and the mouse gestures and more, will make you appreciate this. I'm very glad I got to share this information with you. On the side note, something for myself, I am going to launch my second course. I don't know if you know my first course, SolidWorks Course Pro, which I launched about 3 years ago. Over 7,000 people are in it, and it has a 4.9 out of 5 rating. It is the best go-to course if you want to master SolidWorks. And this time, I'm launching my second course after 2.5 years of working on it. And it's not about SolidWorks. It's about something much wider that you can combine with SolidWorks. But I'm not going to ruin the surprise. Soon I will announce what it is, but subscribe to my channel because every video and every short I upload is going to have some piece of information about this. The launch date will be in the first week of October. Subscribe, and if you're a subscriber, make sure not to miss that. You don't want to miss the next course. It's amazing. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't checked the last video, go check it out. It's important, and I will see you very soon.